Yuck. Mistakes were made. It happens. All right, no time to spare. Let's dive right in because you're already thinking about switching to a different video. So here we go. This project today is brought to you by Vectric, and technically this video isn't sponsored by them because this video up in the top right corner is. This is like a bonus video. The other video shows you exactly how to design in VCarve Pro this planter stand that I'm making right now. You can also download the free file and get making this very quickly without having to learn a darn thing. You know, this part went really well. Not a big deal. Bowl bit, pocket, tool path, carve it out. Cool. You know what you need to be aware of? I'll give you a hot and spicy tip. V-carves. Don't trust them. Better yet, don't trust yourself. Here's why. Seems easy, right? Wrong. Double check your programming every single time. The reason you saw a hole in that first clip of this video is because I was supposed to zero the Z at the top surface because I programmed my V-carve start depth at 0.4 inches, which was the depth of the pocket carve. I accidentally zeroed the V-carve Z at the pocket surface, causing it to plunge another 0.4 inches and go all the way through. Whoops. The other reason this V-carve didn't go very well and come out very clean is because I dropped my 60-degree V-bit on the floor right before I was supposed to do the carve. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Another hot tip here. Put a brad here, thinking I had more of a margin, but this is gonna be, the next profile cut is gonna leave the 3/4 inch space, and then you have a 1/4 inch bit. So I promise you, this brad nail that's buried in there right now is about to get hit by my 1/4 inch bit. So I'm hoping the metal is soft enough on those that we're not gonna wreck a bit, another bit, and this project. Let's see what happens.
Iceberg, right ahead!
Okay, so we didn't exactly sink the project, but we did in fact hit the brad nail because of my terrible placement, and it did take a chip out of the 1/4 inch end mill. So hang tight, in a couple minutes I'm going to show you how the legs looked after I cut them out with that same bit, because at the time it was the only one that I had. Little piece of advice here for those of us that might end up with a little thin layer of what they call onion skin, or just a thin layer of wood between your project and your wasteboard. When you're trying to separate that extra material from your project, make sure you're separating it by pulling forward towards the front of your project. That way you're not going to have tear out on the back of your project. And it might look kind of rough when it first comes off the CNC. Hang in there, trust the process, get that extra material off, and you can easily clean up the sides with a flush trim bit at your router table or with a trim router, or you can even sand it off. So guys, you know, I prototyped, and this is actually the second run. Prototype actually went better in terms of the legs, but that's because this bit chipped as well. You see that little gray mark there? And because of that, it looked like a beaver cut this out for me with his teeth. That one's worse than the others, but we are going to make it work for our project because we don't want to waste wood, and it's not that bad. We're going to make it work. Positive attitudes. Guys, if you're interested in any of the products or even clothing that I'm wearing in this video, check out the description. I'm not going to list all the items here in this voiceover, but I do just want to say shopping through affiliate links really does support Oak Hill Millworks, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it really does help you out because you can see how well something works for me in this video, and it might help you out in your shop too. So check out the description for links to pretty much anything you see in this video, from the blast gates to the tubing to the flush trim bit you see here to the push block, the surf prep sanding system that you'll see here in a minute. Whatever the case may be, let me know if you have any questions. Sanding this project was really easy with the little 3x4 electric ray from Surf Prep. It is, when coupled with their Pro Foam, a really nice way to sand a project without drastically altering the contour or the profile you've chosen for your project. You can actually save 10% using the code and the link in the description if you're interested in getting a sander like this for your shop. It did not take long for me to realize that I was very happy with how this project turned out, especially when it came to the way that the legs fit onto the tray portion. Pretty nice. And I'll tell you exactly why this design was way better than what you saw me do with the prototype. On planter stand 2.0 that you see right here, take a look at the way that the leg fits onto the tray. Those are called fillets. They allow for a much tighter fit, and I did not use those in the prototype. You want to learn more about how to integrate fillets into your next design? Check out this video up in the top right-hand corner.